While Christmas season's gone, crossover season rings in the new year, basketball and football, with Clemson football expected to hire its new offensive coordinator. But first, the Carolina Panthers playing for a spot in the playoffs where they haven't been in almost a decade. Tonight in a rainy Tampa Bay, taking on the Buccaneers, a team they just beat 2 weeks ago. But this time, the Bucs beating up on them, taking a 16-7 lead into the fourth quarter. That's when the Panthers put a good drive together, tried to get tricky, but instead got slippy. Gamecocks running back Rico Dowdle fumbling the pitch back to Bryce Young on the flea flicker failure for the turnover to Tampa Bay. But the Panthers kept pounding with just a few minutes left. Bryce Young to Jalen Coker, a Coca collaboration for that touchdown that brings the Panthers within 2 points with just over 2 minutes left. But unfortunately, that was the final score, crushing the Carolina comeback right here with a 16-14 loss. When they would have made the playoffs with a win, but they'd still get into the postseason if the Falcons can beat the Saints tomorrow. Coach Dave Canales commenting on their destiny, now decided by a different division rival.
I'm proud of our group. I'm proud of the way we battle, the way we played all the way to the end. Just believing if we got time and downs, we got a chance in this thing. And the way the guys came together and fought together, I was really proud of that part. And now, you know, it's in the hands of another game, and that's not what we were hoping for, but there's still hope. They're still alive, and, you know, the locker room certainly is sick about a missed opportunity, but I can't take anything away from the Bucs and the way they played today.
A bad time. For the first time, the Panthers have lost back-to-back games in nearly 4 months. Panthers fans now flipping to Falcons fans tomorrow for the 1 o'clock kickoff against the Saints right here on Fox Carolina, because a Falcons win would mean the Panthers are in to the playoffs for the first time since 2017. Palmetto sports reporter Ella Grogan is in Tampa now and has a full report and reaction from this game later on in our newscast. And Clemson football reportedly has its new offensive coordinator, who's also its former offensive coordinator. Chad Morris expected to return to the Tigers in the same role after previously setting several standards with the Clemson offense from 2011 to 2014, including winning the team's first ACC championship in 20 years and across his 4 seasons, totaling this incredible overall and conference record you see on your screen. That success opening the door for more, his first head coaching job, 3 years at SMU, then 2 years leading Arkansas. But his last job as offensive coordinator was back in 2020 at Auburn, and since then he's held 5 different jobs in 5 years, including as an offensive analyst back here at Clemson before taking last year off completely to watch his quarterback son Chandler at Virginia. The back-to-the-future move for Morris comes less than a week after head coach Dabo Swinney decided to fire former offensive coordinator Garrett Riley after 3 seasons. Clemson's Board of Trustees has a meeting at 9 o'clock Monday morning to approve Morris's new contract. Clemson men's basketball earned a ridiculous 14th straight win over Pitt today, 73-68. The Tigers beating the Panthers in the cat fight, led by the cat guy, R.J. Godfrey, for the 2nd straight game, scoring 14 points, and guard Justin Porter scoring his Clemson career-high 21 points on 8 for 12 shooting, the first 20-point performance by any Tiger this entire season, including back-to-back threes with just 6 minutes left to give Clemson the lead for good. And they still haven't lost to Pitt since 2015. The Tigers have now won 10 road conference games in a row, dating back to last season, but they'll play their first home conference game of this season at 9 o'clock Wednesday night, hosting SMU. USC starting SEC play today, but losing, hosting 11th-ranked Vanderbilt 83-71. If we can see those Gamecocks highlights. The Commodores came in with a record of a perfect 13-0 and used a 13-0 run to take the early lead. Never looked back, led by Tyler Tanner's game-high 19 points and an incredible 14 assists, very unselfish. The Gamecocks never threatened Vandy in the second half, but a bright spot was Boston College transfer guard Elijah Strong, scoring a team-high 17 points on 6 of 12 shooting in his first ever SEC game. Next up, a trip to Baton Rouge at LSU on Tuesday. And a feel-good story back here in the upstate. Justin Rollins giving a forever home to former Limestone dog mascot Bernie the St. Bernard. Justin's from Gaffney and is a graduate of Limestone Elementary and Limestone University. Devastated when the school closed after last spring's semester, but after opening his gym this past summer, summer open to the opportunity of purchasing 18 pieces of Limestone's equipment for $13,000 at a recent auction, including the new face and 4 legs of his gym. Today, hosting a gotcha day to celebrate the adoption with a full circle moment using his degree from Limestone, now the equipment and the mascot with a new meaning, explaining the bark and the bite of what he's bought.
My goal was to honor the legacy and keep the legacy of Limestone going, because the story is not going to be hidden. The story is going to be, first and foremost, hey, Bernie come from Limestone. He is a Limestone Saint, but now he's rescued from Hub City Gym since Limestone is no longer there. So he's just like all the alumni, just like anybody who's been at Limestone. You know, Limestone still exists through people, so same with Bernie. Bernie can come represent Limestone and that Saint pride right here in Spartanburg.
Justin telling me the plan for Bernie is bringing laughs, smiles, a positive workout vibe to clients while also being great for social media, events, and even working out, as you see right here, for their new Hub City Gym in Spartanburg. Much more exciting local college hoops from Furman, Wofford, USC Upstate, Presbyterian on our website, foxcarolina.com. Plus, our Palmetto sports reporter Ella Grogan will be back later in the newscast with a report and recap from Tampa Bay and the Panthers' tough loss. For now, for Palmetto Sports, I'm Carmine Gemei.